recording now.
Hello, this is Stuff It Steve. Now we're going to stuff a fish.
First, we're going to close up this triangle right here. Then we're going to start sewing him up and using the artificial bodies and our threads to actually stuff him.
Alright, first, I'm going to fill his head out a little bit. Give it a little shape to it. Plug it up a little bit. Make sure he looks good. I like to put him on a towel. It keeps all the scales nice and don't slide all over the place. Now we're going to sew his throat. Still a couple stitches in it. See, I got a rounded needle, just like an upholsterer does. This is closing his throat region up. Just a couple stitches. Keep everything nice and neat in there. Sure it's all tight in there. And a lot of times you go right through the same hole. Then through the collarbone, I like to make a little hole for the needle to go through. I like to use an S needle. We'll just start sewing. See how that works? And it works like that, and you can pull through. You gotta be very careful. This is some good linen thread. It's better than stapling because when the humidity hits, it swells and extracts with the weather changing. That won't mess your mouth. And this towel helps keep it a little damp so it don't dry. Put all the goodies in there. Get nice and tight. You can just keep on sewing. See how I'm very careful with the threads. You don't pull them too tight. You want to lay them in there like a baseball stitch. Now this is the fish filler mixture. Now remember, we want this dry, so we just put enough in it to make it moist. See how that is? It's granularly and it's moist. We're going to put a layer between this and the fish body and the skin. So all I'm going to do, you got to be real gentle with this. Just pack you a little bit in there first. Pack it to the tail. This is the actual stuffing right here. We are stuffing this fish. Okay. Now I can take a little ball of material. I'm going to put in the head cavity. So I've got him already stuffed, kind of. Okay. Always top to bottom. I got him stuffed there. Got him stuffed in the back of the head. I'm going to be really easy with it. Really easy. We don't want no stresses or nothing. And that wetness of that towel will help it. Help everything form a matrix. Make sure we get all up underneath his throat real good. Okay. Put this over here. And run around his butt. Keep the shape there. Make sure it's all nice and even. I put these over the fins and the head to keep them, kind of moist. So remember this. So this is the back side. This is the front side. This will support his head, and then there's his body and his tail here. So what we do, we line it up and get him in there real good. You don't have to force it a lot. Just give it its shape a little bit. Okay. And mix up our stuff. I just like to drop it right on the top there. No pressure hardly at all, as we can shape it. And then we can press this up a little bit. Make sure that's supporting right there. And his belly. And that's why you don't want no stress in that triangle, so you don't have to pull it too hard. Okay, and a little shaping. And right here where the bottom meets, you put a little extra right there, so you get a nice good hookup. And we just start sewing. Sewing up. I like to leave like a little gap here in the back, so if I do need to add any, I can add some. And we just kind of snug him a little bit. Okay. Looks good, right? Looks good. And the extra, just go down there. I'm going to keep going. This is called a nest needle. It's got a good form to it. I'm going to put a little bit more down around his anus there, and his stomach. Or maybe down his back a little bit, just to keep everything good. And we'll shape it. Remember, the idea is to keep it dry. We want it to dry. Okay. Might put a little bit there. Here's our wood. Press that in there. Get our needle nice and pointy there. Now just keep going. This could all be attached later as he's drying. Alright, you can see what we've done. We've taken our wood wool and we've shaped him on the wood wool, and we set an eye in there so to keep everything together. And as you can see around, there's cardboard and needles to stretch his fins out now. And this wood wool and gravity will help pull the rest of the moisture that way, not up, down. Use gravity. Just use a little tool in there. And the idea is to put some of that cardboard up in there. Now lay that cardboard in there, and it helps soak that moisture out. Be very careful. we'll stick some in there. Stick this little piece in there. Okay. See how quickly, if you're set up, it does really, really good. We got to make sure you got the cardboard the right size to keep you nice and flared out. So I just don't go to the back, I go to the front and the back. Okay. Now we'll put a little support under there. See how we done that? Support it. Okay. Now look at this big boy in the back. Need to find our okay. And this wood wool will help soak up the moisture. See how that supports it all? We've got a nice fish point here. And then as it dries, those scales will lock in to this material. And one on the back. And I'm going to put a little stuffing in there. Give it a once over. And there he is. See how his tail is? You can adjust him. Make sure all these scales are catching. There's it all cardboarded up. This stuff here is shaved wood, and that soaks and draws all the moisture and membranes that I didn't get out of him. And at first you gotta let him set. Let the gravity and the excelsior of the wood wool do its job. And then tomorrow, put him under a fan. Don't want to put him under a fan right now, because you just dry the outside of him. Well, you just witnessed the stuffing of a fish. There he is. But now he's got to dry. That's the object of the game, is to let gravity and the wood wool, which is shaved wood, which draws moisture, cardboard, which draws moisture. This is all working together to get all the membranes and moisture that I missed, because you'd have to have a microscope for that. But I'm letting nature do that part. And he'll be dry upon 2 weeks. We can have 2 weeks. You can tell by lifting the creature up. If he's light and he's really dry looking, he's ready to be finished. And that's the next video. Setting his eyes, fixing up his fins, and adding the color to him. And glossing him, and the finished product's going to be hanging on the wall. Thank you for watching this Stuffed Steve. I believe that we'll all win in the end. Thank you very much.